It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I'm feeding the beast inside of me. These niggas can't see me lobotomy. Frequent commodity, please do not speak if you lie to me. Bitch, I'm a king, I'm a sorority. Niggas don't think that they honor me. I got receipts when they follow me. Peep the dichotomy. I'm just increasing my cream like the lottery. Body language, I can read like the library. I been composing like symphony. Simple, I shine like a Tiffany diamond. I dance on these beats like the Tiffany. Rappers try dissing me. That shit gon' tickle me. Switch up the topic. Buzzing in Italy. Flow is enticing. They talking about Sicily. Riddle me this. None of these jokers can match on my focus. You soft as a sofa. You need to be shipped. Homie, I'm working. This shit is a shift. You niggas can't pack my chips. No, they be salty, but water's abundant. This shit get redundant. Just jump off a cliff. Never been hustable. Niggas pull sucker moves. Capping, they word is adjustable. Customer service. My niggas be rushing you. I got you injured. That's worth a deductible. Ayy. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Sunday, okay? Hope everybody is having a good day. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying your family, good energy. Because in this video, we're going to be getting into Elliott Wilson, who we know is very passionate. And sometimes his passion can definitely go into some uncharted territory. All right, so we're going to be talking about Elliott Wilson and the Bigger Picture podcast. Of course, that's with Elliott, Jeremy Heck. Shout out to Jeremy Heck. Shout out to DJ Head. Elliott and Jeremy, y'all follow me. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all definitely give me encouragement seeing established journalists and people that are, you know, esteemed voices out here following your boy J Nolan. Don't think it goes unnoticed. I see y'all. Appreciate it. But, of course, all the talk this week is the album sales, the Billboard top 5. You know, we got Travis Scott at the top. I think he sold how many records this last week? He sold 253 album equivalent units for his Jack Boys 2 compilation project that most people haven't even heard. I'm gonna be honest. Keep it straight with y'all. Most people haven't even heard it. But Travis Scott does have a massive fan base. He does have people that buy into, you know, the totality of Travis Scott. So many of the albums sold are bundles, merchandise bundles, t-shirts, CDs, vinyls, all of those different things. Of course, up top, we also have Justin Bieber. I think he did somewhere around 170,000, which he didn't do bundles. He did a surprise drop. And then we also have the Clips, who sold around 113,000 copies of their album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, which also did pretty well in terms of bundles as well, with t-shirts, CDs, vinyl, etc. Right? But Elliott Wilson is going pretty hard at Travis Scott. He claims that he is manipulating first week sales, pointing out that out of the 253,000 equivalent album units for Jackboy 2, 188,000 came from merchandise bundle packages, okay? So that's like, what is that, like 70% of the sales came from bundle packages? So hardly anybody even listened to the music. Once you take away the bundles, which haven't even been delivered yet, that dwindles it down to about 64,000 sales, which 64,000 in today's music industry isn't all that bad. But for somebody like a Travis Scott, who's normally doing 200 or better off the merit of the music, I find it very interesting that the merit of the music is not the focal point this time around. Whereas when you talk about the Clips, everybody's talking about the merit of the music. Everybody's quoting quotable bars from this project. Everybody's talking about the production. Everybody's talking about the impact of Birds Don't Sing. You know what I'm saying? It's a very different conversation around those two projects. And if you look at it from a statistical standpoint, you would think that Travis Scott would be able to carry such a thing, but we don't listen to rappers that don't rap, I guess, you know? quoting Pusha T. So let me go ahead and pull up Elliott Wilson and his rant going against Travis Scott. It actually mirrors pretty closely to what it is that Nicki Minaj was saying about Travis Scott just a few years ago, about 5 years ago or so, maybe 6 at this point. Either 6 or 7 years. I think it was either 2018, 2019, somewhere around there, where they were competing for that number 1 spot, and she was mad at him for bundling and doing the t-shirts, and I think he was bundling tour tickets and whole other shit at the time to get his leg up, and she said that she couldn't, so it was a big ordeal. But let me pull up Elliott, because he went the fuck off. All right, let's get into it, y'all.
Keeps cheating this fucking system. Whatever the Billboard rules are that Drake's saying you're not fair anymore, whatever, why he's not number 1. The nigga that got the cheat code is Travis Scott. This guy cheats the system every fucking time with his fucking direct-to-consumer antics. Whatever the fucking cheat code he has about selling you a t-shirt and a CD you're never gonna play because you ain't got no motherfucking CD player. It's like, what does he do? Like, I don't mind it. I don't mind the record being successful. The record should be number 1. It should be like, to me, like, let's say 150 around that same competing with fairly with Justin Bieber. 253 is a ridiculous amount of number, high number, that's not speaking to the cultural impact that record's gonna have. Like, that's bullshit. And he did it before. He did it with the Days Before Rodeo. He put out an old ass mixtape which outsold everybody that year. Did like 336.
That's true.
He get a fake number 1 early record this year, 4x4. Nobody's played that record. You playing 4x4?
No.
Like, that was a number 1 record. This guy has the cheat code. Can someone take the
I've never even heard of 4x4. Never even knew that.
The coordinates away from him? How the fuck does he get this shit off?
You want to know who did this rant
Can
already?
Billboard stop this nigga? They tried to stop Hope back in the day. Can they stop him? Can Billboard stop this nigga?
Why do you...
Elliott did point out they did change some things, because remember when Jay-Z put out, what was the album, Magna Carta, and they put it out on the Samsung phone or some shit like that. Then there was another album he did. Am I mixing this up? I thought it was the Samsung shit with Magna Carta. Nah, I was right. They put it on the Samsung phone. It was available. And, you know, the reports, I think, originally said he sold like 1 million in a day, but then they had to like revisit that, and he did like 500,000 the first week, which is still crazy. But, you know, things had to change from there, because it's like, yo, if you could just put an album on people's phone that they already own and shit and count that as a sale, like how do we determine what is and what isn't? Same thing that people are arguing. If you're buying the album essentially to really get the t-shirt or the shoe or the keychain or whatever, the thing that you really want is this other item, how do we quantify the interest in the actual album, right? So that's the conversation that Elliott's trying to have here. Shit, my bad.
It's a cheat code. Because I bought an ugly ass t-shirt.
Whoa.
Where you playing the CD? Where you playing the Travis Scott CD? You ain't got no CD player. Is it a cassette? What's he selling? Like, can you pull it up? What is the
Okay.
What is the Jack Boys merch? What do I get?
Jack Boys 2 will debut at number 1 on Friday.
I'll tell you what, because it says 100. No, because it says 166K. I looked it up. 188K pure sales, which is the bullshit he's selling.
Merch boxes, yeah.
T-shirts and shit. Like, so that's how he's winning. So really, that record's 60K on streaming, which is how the world consumes the music on the big major DSPs. So it's a 60K album. It's a 100K album. It's not a 250K album. It's not 250,000 people Jack Boy'd out. Bullshit. Billboard has to stop this nigga. Stop him immediately. Stop letting him cheat the system. He's got a cheat code, man.
Why they
Jack
gotta stop
Boy is
him?
actually
For
kind of
what?
crazy when you think.
Huh?
Stop him for what?
The same way you had to keep, because you don't want to take advantage of the system. There's certain parameters they keep changing about what sells, what is a sale, how do you count it, what's it worth. He's found a cheat code.
So there's
bundles and
there's
packaging,
packs.
T-shirts. Like, what? Give me an example.
Well,
What
there's
the bundles
one.
are.
This one has a CD. This is the 2-pack. Heavyweight 100% cotton short sleeve T-shirt. Custom dye treatment, Elliott. Front and back screen print. So this is why, you know,
Quality
in
shirt.
Jack Boy's collectible box with Jack Boy's 2 CD covers. Two CDs.
Alternate covers.
So
There's
doubles,
a cheat code.
doubles.
So I have no CD player, but I need 2 CDs with imaginary fucking covers and shit, just so it looks good in my house.
But
I can't play.
They limit 4 per person, so you can only buy 4 per person, but multiple per household. Why
do I need 2 CDs in 2025?
You don't need 1. But
when's the last time y'all played a CD in a CD player?
You know who did this
when I went
rant
to an
already?
escape room.
Do you guys know who did this rant already?
Wait, which one is it? Oh, this is your meditation thing?
No, I went to an escape room. What did you say?
I said, do you guys know who did this rant already?
Jeremy been trying to get this shit off for damn near 20 minutes.
Do we remember this?
Who?
Queen?
Onika.
Onika,
you okay?
She may have had a bigger crash out than you because she was competing for the #1 spot.
He beat him with the Chico.
Yeah.
So he has a history. It's like the same history he has about backstabbing niggas. And you get him on record and say fuck Hector, say fuck Ed, say
a
fuck
history
me.
of bundle.
He's a bundle fiend. It's a stop. And Billboard, whatever Billboard rules change, he knows how to tweak it. I give him his management team. I forget the guy's name. I'm telling you, they having war room meetings about how to fucking master this shit because as the rules change, like, look at this shit. I mean, sell the shirts, but why do I have to have the fake CD? Why do I have to act like I'm buying your album? When people don't buy albums, we stream music. And that would be a massive number. That wouldn't be 166 people. There's nothing to play the music in. Where's your CD player? There's no CD player in your goddamn car, right? I don't even drive, but you don't have a CD player in your car.
I mean, it's really a collectible thing. So I'm gonna let him finish and then we'll get to it.
So it's just like a doll. It's like some shit you want to look at with some artwork and shit in your house. It just stands up.
Yeah.
It's like so there's a T-shirt that you can wear that does that.
2
and now
CDs.
you said 2 different CDs, not just one. That's how you how egregious it is. 2 CDs? Because it's Jack Boys 2? Fuck out of here, man.
So I wonder why.
So I'm somewhere in the middle here, right? Because I do understand Elliott's frustration, right? Because Travis Scott knew he wasn't going to have all that much buzz around the album itself, right? He announced it, like a week ahead of time, and then he did all the bundle and all of this stuff because he knew, like, Travis Scott, he has a fan base, but the general consensus is pretty much like Travis Scott is really on the way out. So he's doing stuff like this to make it seem like he's still a pillar, like he's still at the top of his game. His music is dwindling down. It was never all that special to begin with. But furthermore, it's going backwards. His music is regressing. Has been for years. He's still selling tickets. He's still doing big shows, festival. Like, that's there. And that's going to continue to be a thing because, again, he has a fan base. And if all else fails, he can always play his hits and the catalog of music that they really love. He could do that for the rest of his career, rest of his life. Even as he gets old and gray, he's going to have people that want to turn up to that thing. On the other side of it, if the bundles are counting towards album sales and people ain't, necessarily keen to like give him the full credit, then I think more artists are going to have to lean into bundling if it continues to be a thing. Right? We see when Cardi B came with her album announcement, she brought CDs, she brought box sets, she brought the vinyl. Whatever it is, it's been available for pre-sale for what? Damn near 2 months almost at this point. That's going to go towards first week sales, right? She included a couple old records on there that's going to contribute towards the overall sales, maybe not the first week, but overall sales of the album. It's there. If you change the rules, you can't exercise them, right? So it's kind of like the NBA. I know some people don't like these comparisons to basketball and stuff like that, but humor me. Growing up, footwork was like the thing. Like you knew you bounced the ball, you could take 2 steps. The next option is you're gonna dribble again, you get 2 more steps, or you're gonna pass it after them 2 steps is up, or you can shoot. You know? But in today's basketball, niggas travel. There's people who have literally passed half court and never taken a dribble and somehow ended up dunking. You get what I'm saying? Because the rules are allowing it. So whenever the loophole comes and James Harden does a step back and then he takes 2 more steps before he put the shot up, he takes 3, 4 steps. But they say, oh, now there's a gather step. There's a this, there's a that. The rules allow it. Therefore, it affects the product and it affects how we actually perceive the outcome. Very similar to what it is that we're experiencing here with album sales. Know who didn't play that game? Kendrick. We could go in circles about what's going on. He didn't play that game. He came with a surprise album. Niggas didn't know it was coming. He dropped it at an off time, so all the rest of the albums that came out the night before had hours of lead time to get their shit right. Dropped his shit in the morning. No CDs, no t-shirts, no vinyl, no cassette tapes. Surprised niggas and did 300,000. You know what I'm saying? With no bundles. So when you don't gotta play that game, you don't even gotta worry about what niggas out there are doing. But for everybody else who's trying to maximize their coin and keep themselves at a certain level, it makes sense. Not to mention the fans that buy it, they want it. They want your t-shirt. They want your vinyl. They want your cassette tape. They want your CD. So I can't necessarily fault Travis Scott for having 178,000 people willing to buy it. Now, maybe at some point they're going to have to start breaking this up and saying, all right, merch sales can't, non-musical merch can't count towards album. How about we get to that? If you buy a vinyl, if you buy a CD, you buy a cassette, that can be attached to the album sales. But if it comes with a t-shirt, if it comes with a pair of jeans, if it comes with a pair of fucking chinos, if it comes with socks, it's not going to count. Maybe niggas will stop playing that game. But again, on the other side of the spectrum, the Clips, I believe they say that the Clips did nearly 50K in bundles, right? Because they're fashionable. So when they drop t-shirts and when they drop stuff, it helps. So I think, and the fact that they did 100K independently, even if they did 50, if they would have sold 65,000 independently, that puts them on another plateau. I don't think people really understand. Like, if you could do that without a major label, and please, Roc Nation is not a major label. Roc Nation as a company has only been around for what? 15 years? The major labels as we know them have been around since the early 1900s. So please miss me with that bullshit. Anyway, like, if you can do it that way, you're winning. And they weren't trying to game the system for numbers. They never asked for numbers. Nobody from the Clips team was like, let's make sure that this album goes #1 or nothing like that. They just came out, they gave good music, they had good conversations, they fucking maximized their reach. They did what they were supposed to do. They did everything that the fans have been asking artists across genres to do. Why don't artists do interviews no more? I got social media, man. I don't got to do that. Why aren't certain artists showing up and doing Tiny Desk? Why aren't certain artists going and doing Colors episodes? They showed up, expanding their reach, viral moments. Them niggas was viral for a whole month straight because of everything that they were doing. That's smart. That's playing into it. That's actually getting the fans involved. But when you think you're above doing those other things, you have to resort to other tactics to say, well, shit, I need to go number one by any means. Okay? If I got to tack on a pair of draws, if you want to get the motherfucking thong with it, okay? If I got to sell the thong with it to go number one, I don't give a fuck. Straight up. That nigga Elliott mad as fuck. But, you know, at the end of the day, regardless of the sales, we see who's making impact. Like I said earlier, we see whose lyrics are sticking to the ribs, whose quotables are making rounds, whose production is being talked about, whose story is making people compelled, who's actually making other people want to rap, who's encouraging people to put together a cohesive project and push deeper, push their pen a little harder. We know who that is. You know, it's the Clips. They have that. They've made that impact. So it don't matter who went number one. Doesn't matter how many albums they would have sold. Still had the people. When you got the people, you don't gotta do too much. You know? But let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. Shout out to Elliott Wilson. Shout out to The Bigger Picture, Jeremy Hecht, and DJ Head. I'm going to see y'all on the next one, man. Peace. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. First I'm out, I came back with some batteries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.